Hi, my name is Meredith King. My pronouns are she, her. I'm the Assistant Director at the Center for Teaching Innovation at the University of New Orleans. And today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is basically the idea that we have to give our AI clear queries, clear prompts that are specific, that are worded well, that tell it how we want it to interact in order to get the best data that we can and the best information that we can from it. The same way that maybe you had to learn how to research, how to Google things, how to word those so that you could get the best information out of it, that's the same thing that we're learning to do with AI. And so we're just going to go over some quick ideas of prompt engineering so that we can understand what that is and see how that works. So let's imagine that we wanted to generate ideas for a discussion board. We're using ChatGPT as sort of a co-writer and an idea generator, and we want to say, give me 3 discussion board ideas. And it's going to give us some things. And really, that's not very specific. It doesn't know what kind of class we're using or that we're in. It doesn't know what level this discussion is. It doesn't understand any of those things because we haven't given it clear guidelines. So we're going to use a little bit of prompt engineering to help us clarify. So we're going to give it an act as prompt. It's really a role that we're telling it to use. Rather than it being ChatGPT, we're going to tell it to act as an adjunct at a public university in Louisiana. And then we're going to tell it what we want. Create 3 discussion board prompts for your, let's say, media literacy in the 21st century seminar class. And see, we're being very, very specific. We're being as clear as we can. We've told it how to act. We've told it what we want very specifically. And now it's going to give us something that we can use a little bit more. But maybe we want the tone to be a little bit different. So we're going to tell it to rewrite, make the tone more casual. Okay, that tone is entirely too casual, I think, right? You have to read through. So let's say rewrite, the tone should be more formal than that, but not fully formal writing. So maybe that gets us what we want. And I'm not exactly sure what you would want there. Obviously, that's based on what you're doing, but you can see the idea that an act as will give us something different. So we could say act as a 12-year-old, write discussion board prompts about media literacy for your media literacy course. And this is entirely different. Right? This is assuming that it's part of the course, that this person is a child, it's using emojis, it's giving us a different vibe. So it's going to give us different prompts. And we can do this with just about anything, right? So give me 2 recipes for dinner. Really simple. It's going to give me a really long list. It's going to give me the full instructions. So we're actually going to stop it because we don't need it to continue. Give me, how many recipes did I say? Great. 2 recipes for dinner for my blog. Act as a busy dad who needs quick recipes to share on his local blog in his small southern town. He is keto and his kids are very picky. So now it's giving us something entirely different, right? It's letting us have this idea of this act as, of this specificity that we want to be clear. The more concise, the more clear, the more we can say, do this or don't do this, give me this information, don't give me this information. So rewrite, don't give me the recipe itself, just the ingredients and the idea behind it. And there we go. It doesn't give me the recipe. It just gives me the idea of the recipe. And so I've prompt engineered it to give me something different from what I had originally had. And this is, again, just a quick idea. I would really encourage you to get into ChatGPT or Bard or whatever system you want to use and start to play with it yourself. Think about the types of things that you might use. Think about how your students might be able to use this. Your students theoretically could get ChatGPT to give them a discussion board post. It would give them something very formal and they would say, rewrite less formal, rewrite as if you are an 18-year-old using very casual language. Those are the types of things that it can do once you start to learn how to do some basic prompt engineering.